Driving
as usual.
Basically, we're just marking time because we're jumping on the tunnel in a couple of days. Yeah, Saturday day we're due on the tunnel Monday morning, so we're not going to go too far, but we're really struggling for park up, believe it or not. So there's quite a few park ups around the tunnel, bearing in mind we don't want to be too far away from it, but a lot of them on Park for Night, they're not very good. Some of the reviews are pretty terrible. So we're in Grand Fort Philippe at the moment. We're just leaving there. We spent the night there, just in a car park. It's just on the beach. The beach is great, little town. It's fantastic, no worries at all. If this next place is quite nice, and on the whole it seems to be quite nice. Got the water going on. I think there's a bit of woods, bit of forest going on, a bit of a lake. So yeah, we'll probably stay there for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then home.
At the roundabout,
well, the
take the second exit to
so this is France.
We love France. So we hope you had a good bank holiday weekend and hope you're all well, and we'll see you probably later, if not tomorrow. So I know it's a bit windy, but there's a few motorhomes over there, but we've parked this side, so you've got more of a like screened area. But that's not bad, is it? You've got a bit of a hang on the other side. Look at all this water, guys. Look at all this water. And do you know what? No swimming. No swimming. Look, can you see the little fry, the little fish down there? They are very young. Matter of about a week old, I'd say. No swimming. It's just not right. Swimming deep and all, I could jump off of that and be quite happy. It'll probably take me about half hour to swim that. Probably more even. I'm a slow swimmer. He's got something in his shoe. People went way early before us. Where's the time? First person I heard go was 5:05. It's 10 to 7, so it's not as early as you think. So it's got rubbish, recycling, all that sort of stuff. Apart from that, there's no other services here. It says there's up to 15, but there was loads. It's a really nice little spot. Good morning, by the way. We're going back to the UK today, and do you know what? I didn't think I would. I'm freaking excited. I really am. So, I said to Kev, you can drive. All the midges. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
Say hello to the people.
Good morning. Hello.
America home, the van, back to the UK.
Mixed feelings, to be honest with you. I'm quite looking forward to going back, just because there's some stuff we need to do with friends and family and stuff like that. But it's such hard work living in a van in the UK. It's what you've got to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to stay out here for more than 90 days in 180.
Yeah.
And we'll get it. I mean, if we could stay out here, but we still had to return with the MOT, that's like 48 hours, isn't it? So that wouldn't be so bad.
So we've got to come out again
Take the third exit to D601.
in 6 weeks. So that gives us the time to do the things that we need to do. See all the family and friends that we need to see. And make our way out of the Schengen zone at a fairly leisurely pace. But we're going to be honest with you, we haven't decided what or when, have we?
No.
So when we know, we'll let you know, because we keep going round in circles about it. But yeah, I'm excited to get some Bisto.
Yeah. So, fish and chips.
Fish and chips. And I know we went to Turkey, but I love London kebab, you know, that pita bread full of meat, full of salad. I mean, like, I was thinking, I'll just go back to not eating meat again, but I'm going to have that at least. Yeah, and see how we get on. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing our 2 boys that are in London. So looking forward to it, and other family members, of course. But it's our youngest son's 30th tomorrow.
At the roundabout,
Doesn't know we're
take
coming.
the third exit.
So he's going to say, I knew it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to say it. I knew it, I had a feeling. Anyway, we'll probably see you at the tunnel. We're going to top up on some LPG if it's open,
Yeah.
because we're not.
You don't normally do LPG until the red light's flashing, but
Yeah.
because you can't get it in the UK, or it's very
As
difficult.
easy. Yeah.
It's very difficult to find.
Yeah. And where we stay, there's one station, and I think the last time I was there, the next station that you can get some.
Turn
about
right
40
onto the
miles.
alley, then take the first left.
Oh, and it's 73p, so definitely if we can. Don't look like we're going to be lucky. The garage doesn't open till past, which is another half an hour. We've got a bit at the tunnel in 45 minutes. And you can't pay for it, while everything else is pay at the pump. It's a shame.
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of people filling up there. I can't. Did you see any cash machine or anything on the way in?
Nope, they're paying at the pump. It's pay at the pump for them. So, got an empty toilet, got empty waste, we've got half a water, because when we go back to the UK, one of the first things we need to do, Kevin bought some stuff to clean it, so you need to pull it in, flush it through, and I said there's no point having a full tank of water, because also where we're going, we've got family, we can top up, it's not a problem. We've got no washing. We've had to eat all our cheese and meat and stuff like that. I felt a bit sick yesterday, actually. You had to use up all our veg, because you can't take that. Seeds, nuts, you can't take that. Everyone's saying, oh, they don't check coming out. We never got checked coming out, but there's always going to be that one person in there, so, you know, do what you're supposed to do, basically. So we're going via the tunnel, not ferry, because they owed us a tunnel ride, and because of the hoo-ha with the ferry companies, like especially P&O's, that can always people on that, it's been bedlam
At the
apparently.
roundabout, take the second exit.
So when you're on the tunnel, you have to switch off your gas. You have to switch off your gas, so there will be a safety shut-off valve underneath your van somewhere, and ours is quite easy to locate, and that's to stop obviously your fridge sparking on or whatever. And if there is a gas leak somewhere, boom, not good when you're in a tunnel under the channel in a train trapped. Yeah, they're kind of like, don't try and do that when you're drunk or had a few. Yeah. So make sure that you know your quota's going over. I've got a vibe that we will be pulled over because we've been away for so long.
Take the second.
It's
Somebody
been a while.
yesterday, I think it was, they reckon they came across on the ferry because they reckon the euro's on at £380 or something.
We've never paid that much. I mean, when we first started travelling on it was about 60 or 70 quid, wasn't it? Return.
Yeah. And the ferry was like 30 quid.
Yeah. And we paid this time, how much?
I think it was 180 something.
180, which is a lot. We don't normally pay that much because we get we're going on the ferry and what have you, but as I say, because they owed us one, that's how much it was, sort of thing, with the bit they owed. Oh look, so we're going past again where we parked up. So there is a few camp places you can park there. The official one is just on the other side of this hump, but it's very pleasant, isn't it? And I think this is their Olympic park because Paris is hosting the Olympics in 2024, and I think it's down there. Yeah. So I think it'd be one of the places that they'll be not too far to come, is it, to see the old Olympics. We wanted to do the Japan one, didn't we, Kev? But because of COVID and everything.
Turn left onto D280.
It was another glorious day. Let's hope it's nice when we go home. I'm going to be honest with you, for those of you that have not been following us all the time, but for anyone that was new, we weren't going to come back, to be honest with you. We was looking into residency in Portugal, weren't we? And it's something that we still think about, but at the moment no, because you have to matriculate the van, and that could cost us as much as 25 grand. You have to matriculate a vehicle that you've owned for 6 months or so. So, like, you know, you can't bring in new stuff. You have to have had the vehicle for 6 months, which we fit that criteria. But
And the other thing is we'd have to retake our tests as well.
yes,
We'd have to swap out our driving licences.
yeah.
And they wouldn't give us the C1 that we need to drive this around.
Yep, because the vehicle's more than 3.5 tons, so ours is 3.8, so you don't get your grandfather rights. So that was a bit of a ball ache. So we just said we'll leave it for now. And anyway, if you are thinking of that, it's actually quicker to do it if you're in the UK, because it all gets done via Manchester and it can be done within 4 weeks. If you do it when you come over,
900 meters.
what's the
Take the
traffic?
slip road on the right toward
It can take months and months and months. That was when we was there back in October. There was like a 6 to 9 month wait because of the pandemic, obviously, the staff.
And they were changing over their system.
Yes, they were, yeah. So yeah, we'll look into it again, but we're not ready to do that just yet now. Right, we have a reservation, so you have to stay in the reservation lane. We've seen lots of swans with their babbies the last few days. Oh, we're nervously excited. This is the first hard border we've been through since, oh my god, there's a lot of people there. Hungry. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 countries
arriving
ago.
at coordinates on the left.
Welcome. You sit here.
Willow's decided to take the driving seat. Now we've got to the tunnel. It's going to be interesting.
So, just so you know, if you rock up a little bit early, they sometimes let you on, and they've clearly got room. And we are going to proceed. Stick that, my love.
So we'd already pre-booked. The check-in was fairly straightforward. It asked us to give it said like welcome. It recognised the vehicle, recognised the name, and it said insert the card that you paid with. That was interesting because we paid for it ages ago. Not a clue, but we managed to find the right card, so that was alright. And yeah, printed off the vehicle hanger. We then go and sit in the car park and watch the signs, and when it calls you, you drive. And Willow's going to drive onto the train. This will be a first. I don't think she's ever driven onto the
I
train.
don't think I have, yeah. We'll have to ask the kids because I'm not too sure if I did with one of them when it was on holiday with the kids. One of the reasons why I wanted to drive is because we get a lot of comments from people saying, oh, it's really nice to see. You're going to have to move over, mister. So a lot of the women say, oh, like, you know, it's really nice to see women driving, because a lot of the people on YouTube, it's mostly the men doing the driving. So obviously you've got like Camper Vibe where Lou does a lot of the driving, Emily does drive. Mandy and John, it's predominantly John that drives, but Mandy does drive. So you get a lot of like the women, yeah, we want to do it. And I'm on a Facebook group which is Women with Camper Vans, and they, you know, always say, oh, your van's so big, Willow, and you know, we really admire you driving, and all that sort of thing. And I suppose it's just me to say, like, you know, if I can do it. I'm nervous, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous.
She ain't the only one.
Fall out of here, you know. But I can't get through because this guy's right on the line.
Yeah.
So that took a lot longer than what we thought. They only had 2 desks open out of, I think there was...
Yeah, there must have been 8 lines.
8 lines.
And they only had 2 opens.
Which is a pain. So we've missed the one that we would have gone on. So we might get the 9:20, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we were booked on the 9:50, so if we get on the 9:20,
yeah,
it makes that difference. But
so they just check the that you turned your gas off, because we've got underslung. He said, oh, you'll be all right, it's just the bottles. Nobody's been on to check anything, so we could have brought Bear back. We wouldn't have done, because obviously she wouldn't have kept quiet all that time unless we drugged her. But yeah, it's just like, oh, we could have brought Bear back. Now they keep telling us that the passports are electronic, but the French guy was looking for the stamp of when we come into the Schengen zone. So it's a little bit,
yeah,
it's a little bit, what is it or not? So please make sure you get your stamp. Okay, yeah. Thankfully we write down when we went in, because we said, oh, it was the 16th of October, because I said, oh, it's about 2 months ago. It wasn't that long. 2 months, because they're like, now they're thinking, you know. And they ask you whether you've got a
residency card.
A residency
So
card.
clearly, if you have a residency card for a European Union country or a Schengen country, you present that along with your passport, and then they haven't got to worry about it. They don't have to stamp it, because you can come and go as you want. But if you haven't, obviously you need to be stamped out. And he was looking for our stamp in, and that's what the problem was. He couldn't find our stamp in.
Because there's so many.
We've got quite a few in there.
Yeah.
So we had a quick look, because we record where we are when we are, and we had a quick look. And we told him, and then he found it, and then he was like, "Yeah, okay, I just couldn't find your stamp in." So
but
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I think electronically shows we've been out for a while, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But nothing. So he was checking, because obviously 9 months is way over the Schengen. So obviously we spent God knows how long out of the Schengen. So yeah, so it is a bit of a pain. So like when we come back in, so when we leave in 6 weeks and come back in, we will literally only have 4 weeks. So they will be on it like a car bonnet, trust me. So yeah, it's just something to bear in mind. So if any of them, because we have had friends say and people say, oh, no, you're all right, it's all electronic, don't need a stamp. Make sure you get your stamp.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really, really important. So yeah, in the queue we managed to have a wee each, because but I'm like, Marvin, now are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry as well. So we might have breakfast when we're going under the tunnel.
Might do, or we might find a calf, an English calf.
Yeah, that might be it. Because I mean, all we've really got on board is cornflakes.
Yeah.
It's not like you can fire up the toast or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it just says departures are running 60 minutes within your booking time, and never put an apology up. So yeah, so we could actually be on our original
time.
Yeah.
No,
It's just not good enough. I'm gonna go walk Karen now. So boarding is closed for 9:50. Boarding is 8:50.
Yeah, that was ours. N3.
So boarding in a month for 9:20, which it would have been but that's the thing. Once you get once you've got your little bit of paper, they ain't interested. You'll get on the train either way.
You'll get on the next train. Once you get through the thing, they'll put you on the next train.
It's not like you can say, I need to get on my plane, because you would have gone on a plane here. But yeah, so always allow yourself enough time. Double check everything that you've got. There was no COVID stuff either way. Nobody was wearing any masks. So obviously by the time you see this, hopefully probably be going, the pandemic, when was that then? Because you'll all have forgotten. But yeah, it's always nerve-wracking, isn't it, when you go through? And like the girl was saying on the British side, oh, is it just you two? You sure there's just you two? She said, you sure it's just us two? Right,
yeah,
you know?
I mean...
But so like when you come out the other side, I think we just go straight through.
Yeah. I think. I mean, it's been a while, but I think when you drive off the train, that's it. It just takes you straight out onto the M20.
Yeah. So all those bottles of wine, all those
all those refugees,
spirits, all the refugees, the stray dogs. I've got the lot. No, we're not. We're too. I don't know what it is with the Brits. We're just too like. We're just For all you people that are shady. I ain't going to say enough respect to you, but God, you must have balls of steel, that's all I'm saying. Anyway. Oh my God, I'm so nervous about doing this. Yeah. I'm not shaky nervous.
That's alright.
Got a bit of a back going on. Can you put it?
No. That's because we're on a slope.
Jesus, that's not good, is it? Handbrake's on, I've got to put my foot on the brake.
And we're in drive, so...
Yeah, but I bet you if you put it in park, it'll still do it.
Right, it's locked in park.
Oh, that's alright then. I'll cover the brake anyway, just in case, because there's horses in front. We're going in the big one. So if any of you have not been in the tunnel before, so it's a train. Because some people don't realise it is a train. Lots of different carriages that all go through, and then once you're in it, it closes them. So for the large vehicles, you go into a one open sort of thing, but some of the cars, it's double decker. So, and we've been in a double decker in our big car before.
Yeah, we've been in the open ones in our big car, and we've been in the downstairs, and we've been in the upstairs. And to be honest with you, the open one is by far the best. The downstairs is not too bad, but the upstairs I felt a bit ugh. It rocked a bit.
Yeah.
So,
it's a bit claustrophobic as well.
Yeah, in a big vehicle, you're always going to go in an open one.
Oh my God, I've done it. Praise Jesus. So once you're on, you've got to make sure that you are completely contained within the carriage, because these doors will close. Do you know what? That was a lot easier. And you've got guys to tell you what's what.
You have to go and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Over their heads. Thank you. Yeah, nice on the water about this. Our mirrors are really wide.
Oh, do you know when there's something standing there?
That's what I thought those guys were. Got some of those lights on. put a chock in front as well so you can't run forward. And that's it. We're done. And I did it.
Just going to go and take the stickers off the... we left the headlights on to warm up the lenses. I'm just going to go and take the stickers off the headlights just in case we need to put our lights on when we get over the other side because of bad weather or whatever. And then we're good to go. This could be interesting actually because it's been 9 months and I'm not too sure whether I can take them off or not. There we go. Oh, look at that. Just come straight away. That's it. That's a first. We're all on our own, look. Clearly. The lorry behind us with the horses on it is in its own space as well. I wonder if we're running a bit slow.
So we've just had the safety announcement, things you should do, things you shouldn't do, and we are moving. But to be honest, it was only because I saw that. It is so smooth, you really don't feel it. But as Kevin said to you before, if you're upstairs, it's more wobbly. Oh, there's a bit of movement now. Au revoir, France. It's been amazing. I feel a little bit emotional now. I don't know why. I'm excited to go home, but it's over. This trip is over. And it was really good. I'll be honest with you, I didn't think we'd be back. Not for a long while. At some stage, if ever. We'll see you in England.